Hello everyone, welcome back to my astrology channel. So in today's video, I will be talking about the new moon that's occurring on the 8th of August in the sign of Leo at roughly about 16 degree. It's 16 degree 14 minutes. Now new moon is a time when the sun and the moon are both together in the same sign. And it marks the beginning of a new cycle, new 28-day cycle, the moon phase, which starts from new moon, goes up to the full moon, and then again back to the new moon. So it's a 28-day cycle, and new moon marks the beginning of a new moon cycle. So sun and moon together, which is your identity, your personality, your character, with the moon, which is your emotions and your mindset and how you feel things, is all together. It's all aligned together. So it's a great time to initiate something new, set new intention, whatever you want to do for the next period of time. It's a great time to really set intention, and especially in the house matter where Leo sits. You can expect some kind of new beginning, or there is an opportunity for a fresh start in that area of life. Now this new moon is occurring in the sign of Leo, and Leo sign represents to express your most authentic self, to bring out your inner child, your inner passion, your inner talents, and use it and put it forward to achieve your goals and purpose in life, whatever ambitions, goal, purpose in life is, to achieve that. So in order to achieve your new goals and ambitions, or start a creative project, or just start any new relationship or anything that you are hoping to start around this new moon, you will be very much fired up to start, and you will be very much interested in initiating, and you will be expecting something fresh and something renewed, something to restore, something that was stuck, something that was not moving forward. It's a good time to initiate those changes in your life, especially if there is any kind of stuck energy or old habits or old patterns, old relationship, old jobs, old friends, old career, anything, or old health habit, eating habits, or old financial habits, anything that is not working anymore. It's a great time to imply some kind of creative and progressive solution to make any changes and start a new life-changing habit. Now this new moon in Leo has a square aspect to Uranus in Taurus. That's the only difficult, challenging aspect during this new moon. Otherwise this new moon is pretty smooth. So this Uranus itself is a very defining, disruptive, and sudden and unexpected change kind of energy. So you may feel a bit impulsive to make changes. So the new moon is already giving you the opportunity or the eagerness and desire to make some changes, to bring about a change, even a radical change. And with this Uranus square, you are feeling a little bit more impulsive and impatient to go that path. Now it's very important to think it through. Whatever you want to whatever the changes you want to make, it's very important to think it through, because Uranus can create some sort of emotional imbalance, and that may lead to making decisions or taking risky decisions without giving it any forethought. So do think it through, analyze your situation and see what works for you, instead of just rashly taking the step forward without doing much thinking. The new moon in Leo is going to give you a lot of fiery energy, a lot of fiery, sustainable energy to make changes and to start something new, to initiate something new, especially if you have been waiting or working on something for a period of time. So it's very important to lead from a more stable mindset and not be chaotic in thinking and restless and anxious. So it's because Uranus can bring that energy, and because it's squaring your moon, so it's bringing that anxiety and impulsiveness to your thinking process, to your mindset, to your emotional state during the 8th of August. So watch out for any kind of change in direction that you want to make, which is as a result of your ego or pride or self-importance, because the unevolved side of Leo can be a bit of too much of ego, pride, and self-importance. So it's important to lead from a place where you are a little bit more generous, magnanimous, and kind to yourself, basically, when you're making these decisions. So lead from a more generous and more thoughtful place than rash and rapid thinking and want a quick change and not thinking much about it. So this Leo moon squaring Uranus in Taurus is progressive. If you channel the energy positively, it can bring a lot of good things. So think over whatever path you want to take. So any kind of conflict, challenges, difficult circumstances with any kind of relationship you have, or in your life, in your work, finances, any matter can be avoided if you're a little bit more flexible, more creative, inventive, and you're really applying your mind to whatever life changes you want to make, whatever you want to refresh, whatever area you want to reboot and have a new beginning in. It's definitely a good idea to think over it before you take any action. Now the ruler of this new moon is the sun itself, which is bringing so much energy, positive energy to you around this time, and it's a great time to start anything. If you can see past challenges and any disruptive behavior, then you can definitely introduce something new that is future oriented, which is progressive, and that's really creative. So it's a great opportunity to tap in this energy and achieve and do and think differently as well to achieve your goals, and do it with a sense of purpose and inner joy, and bring your inner child out. So let's see how this new moon in Leo affects each of the zodiac sign. Aries, for you, the new moon in Leo occurs in your 5th house. Now Leo is a fellow fire sign, so the energy of Leo is compatible to your energy, Aries. Now 5th house is the house of talents, passions, inner personal interest. It's a house of creativity, artistic expression, self-expression, expressing your most authentic self. It's also the house of children, your children, and your inner child. So new moon in your 5th house is absolutely a great opportunity for you, Aries, to really start something that you're passionate about, something that makes you happy, truly brings joy to you, to your heart. That's what it's you should start something in that area. Now look at your talents, look at your skills, look at what what is your creative bent towards, what is you naturally are inclined to do that makes you happy. So that's where you should make some kind of new start. Now if you want to learn something, or if you want to take up a creative project going forward, it's a great time to do that. 5th house is also the house of love and romance. So you could be looking at some kind of new relationship. You could have somebody coming in your life that you feel really happy to be with, and you really feel connected. Now if you're looking to become parent, or starting a new relationship, or any kind of interest, you want to start a blog, social media, you want to put yourself out there to express your authentic self, you want to socialize and really indulge in entertainment and joyful activities with your loved and near ones, near and dear ones, your close ties, it's absolutely great time to do that. So the main thing around this new moon in Leo in your 5th house, Aries, is to do something or focus on things that you truly love and you're truly passionate about, and that's what is required during this time. Now during this new moon in Leo, Aries, Jupiter and Saturn are together in the sign of Aquarius, which is opposite to the sign of Leo. So it will be in your 11th house, which is the house of social network and peers and your future projects and hopes and wishes. So you may feel a sort of need to balance your personal passion with the need to socialize and even consider your peers and network and joint projects, collaborations. So you might have the need around this time to balance your energies in both the areas. Now this new moon is also making a square to Uranus in the sign of Taurus, which will be in your 2nd house, which is about personal income and personal value, your possession and self-worth. So this will definitely bring some kind of new energy and shaking up your finances, your security, your sense of security, sense of self-worth, and whatever you hold important in your life, Aries. So around this new moon, Aries, it's a good idea to balance out energies related to what makes you happy with your social network, your peers, your future projects, And also keep an eye on your financial matters, so that everything is kept together and you don't feel any kind of sudden disruptive changes, and you are making decision after giving it proper thinking, Aries. Taurus, for you, the Leo new moon occurs in your fourth house. Now, fourth house is the house of your home environment, family members, your emotional safety, security, where your comfort level is. So during this new moon for you, Taurus, you will feel the urge to focus or refocus your energy more on your home matters. And it's a great time to do that, to expect some kind of fresh start or new beginning in your home matters. Now, it could be you're moving to a new place, or you got family members moving with you, or you could be looking at purchasing new properties, because fourth house also deals with the real estate. So you can expect some kind of changes or fresh start related to your home. This could also bring some kind of fresh start in terms of your self-care, how you self-care, your nurturing, how you nurture yourself and your family, and just generally how you take care of your home life, your emotional setting, how safe you feel in your home, and what can you do to make it more comfortable and safe and stable for yourself, Taurus. So your energy is definitely a lot focused on your home matters during this new moon. Now, Uranus is in your sign as well, so it's squaring this new moon in your fourth house from the first house. So you may feel an urge to focus energy on yourself, and you may feel a bit rigid and stubborn in terms of making any kind of fresh start in terms of your home environment. You may feel the need to have your own way, and you may also feel the need to not to be much flexible in terms of accommodating the needs of other people. But this is where you need to find a balance. Now, Saturn and Jupiter is in Aquarius in your 10th house during this time. So you may feel the need to focus a little bit more on your career. You may have something going and a chance for a career growth. So your energies may go over there more than your home matters. Now, you will feel a lot ambitious and need to grow during this time. So it's important, Taurus, to balance your energies with your home life and your work life and whatever you personally identify with. So a balance is definitely required in terms of your career aspirations and your home life, Taurus. And this balance can only be achieved through creative solution, flexibility, and being progressive. You cannot achieve a balance between work and life by being stubborn and rigid and wanting to have your own way. So it's very important to focus your energy in a way and you will have some kind of opportunity for a fresh start or fresh perspective. You might get a fresh perspective in your home life, how to take care of your home life, and also balance your ambitions and your career and goals and ambition, whatever you have in life. So this new moon is giving you this opportunity to have creative solutions and not be led by ego and the need to be rebellious and resistant to any kind of change positive change that you can bring about in your home life. So balance your energies with work, your ambitions, and your home, and you will be on a good footing going forward, Taurus. Geminis, for you, the new moon in Leo occurs in your third house. Now, third house is the house of communication, sharing ideas. It's a house of your local community, your siblings, close ties, and networking with all of them, spending time with them, interacting with them. So new moon in your third house is giving you this opportunity for fresh start and new beginnings in these matters. Now, Gemini, your communication is definitely on fire all of 2021. So you're feeling very much communicative during this time too, during this new moon in Leo. Now, you're very much interested in also sharing ideas with your close-knit group or your community or your neighborhood or people you're close with. So you're very much interested in sharing your ideas, communicating, and getting involvement in community activity or voluntary activity or any of that sort. And it is a good time to get yourself involved in these things. It will really refresh your mind and really put you on a different path in terms of your mindset, and you will get different perspective if you involve yourself in these activities during this new moon. And Gemini, this will help you find your own voice and what is it you have to say. What is your thought process? What is your perspective and opinion? This new moon is going to give you this opportunity to, express yourself more authentically and more creatively. Now, third house is a natural Gemini house, so it also represents social media. So this could be an online community as well. So you're feeling the urge to express authentically on social media to your audience, and it's a great time to do that. Now you can also learn something new online. If it's not sharing ideas, it could be gaining knowledge and learning through short courses, online courses, or just listening to speakers to open up your mind, because Saturn and Jupiter is in Aquarius in the opposite sign to third house, which is in the ninth house, which is about exploring and expanding your mind and searching, looking for answers. So you will have this urge to balance yourself between what's your perspective, what's your opinion, with the larger picture. Something that is progressive and really pushes you to have fresh perspective and change your mindset. So you're looking for these kind of experiences during this new moon, and there's an opportunity for a fresh start in these matters, Geminis. Now Uranus is in the sign of Taurus in your 12th house, which is just behind your ascendant. So 12th house is about old patterns and restrictive patterns too. So if you're feeling a bit challenged in terms of your perspective, or your voice is not getting heard, you need to lead from a little more progressive and creative viewpoint. So when you're expressing yourself, be a little bit open-minded, because ninth house and third house is about not being small-minded. You need to expand your horizon with whatever perspective you have, and look at the bigger picture. So the 12th house Uranus can cause some sort of disruption in terms of giving you challenges or disruption because you are depending on old patterns. But the opportunity here is definitely to look for fresh perspective in whatever you're doing, and look for experiences with people from different cultures and online, and this will really help you achieve whatever your future aim is, whatever future plan is. It's a great time to include the whole balance of starting from a fresh mindset and exploring other avenues, other territories, Geminis. Cancer, for you, the new moon in Leo occurs in your second house. Now, second house is all about personal income, personal resources. It's your self-worth. It's how you sustain yourself. So your mind is definitely on these matters during this new moon. So you're definitely interested in money making avenues and ventures, and things that can bring you more money or earn you more money. So there's an opportunity to think about how you can renew your money making capabilities, and how you can do something different to earn more money, or improve your income, or manage your income or personal wealth much better than you have been doing. Now, Jupiter and Saturn is in the sign of Aquarius all of 2021, and is in the opposite sign to this new moon in Leo. So your focus the whole year round has been on joint wealth and joint income, and also your sense of commitment and trust, and how to consolidate the intimate relationship that you have, and give consideration to those matters, so that you're in a better place in financially. Now, with new moon in your second house, now is a very good opportunity to think about your own personal income as well, Cancer. So it's a good time to think about how you can improve your income, or how you can have a more income streams coming your way. Now, the sign of Leo is about your talents, your passions, your personal interest. So making money or thinking about new income streams through these matters is going to be very beneficial for you, Cancer. So use your creativity, your talents, whatever your personal passion and interest are, to make money. Now, Uranus is in the sign of Taurus in your 11th house during this new moon and is squaring the new moon. So it's asking you to channel your energy in a way that you can maybe collaborate or use your social circle and community to improve your income and financial standing. And you are very much keen to collaborate as well. Now, it may not come as easy as you might think during this new moon, especially because it's a challenging aspect. So it's asking for creative solution and to be progressive and not to be rigid and disruptive and be inflexible to make changes. So if you need to make changes and have fresh start in your finances, especially personal income, Cancer, you need to think a little bit more progressively, creatively, and be a little bit more logical and inventive regarding your money making capabilities, how you can employ your talents, skills, capabilities, passion to make more money. So during this Leo new moon, Cancers, use your energy and talent and your resources, your personal resources, joint resources, and the help of community, your social circle, to improve your financial standing. Leos, for you, the Leo new moon occurs in your first house. Now, first house is the house of self, your personal identity, your life path, your personal orientation, how you project yourself, and how other people view you. So, Leo, for you, this is a great time to start something new. If you were already working on something, then it's a great time to build on something. So, this new moon in your first house, Leo, is making you more generous, is giving you a lot of confidence, enthusiasm, energy to move forward, because Sun, Moon both is in the sign of Leo during this time, and you're feeling very creative to improve your life, just all aspects of life. You're definitely very enthusiastic. You're feeling the energy flowing to make those changes and to have those fresh starts. You have been feeling this energy all of 2021, Leos, and you must be working towards, or at least thinking of making some kind of changes. Now, you can use this energy, this Leo new moon energy, to really project yourself in the way you want to project yourself. If you feel the need to reinvent yourself and do things differently in terms of how you are putting yourself out there, then it's a great opportunity to do that, Leos. Now, Jupiter and Saturn is in the opposite sign, in the sign of Aquarius in your 7th house during this Leo new moon. So you're definitely now feeling the need to balance your needs with the needs of expectations of other people, especially your partner, and that could be a personal or business partner. So you definitely really want to experience these one-to-one interaction in a more progressive, more creative level. So you're really being very looking for very positive and creative solution. If there was any kind of stuck energy in terms of your relationship, you're looking for creative solution to move forward together. And you definitely very much focus on relationship, not just with yourself, but also with people around you. So Jupiter in your 7th house is definitely giving you this opportunity to improve and refocus your energy. And opposing the new moon is giving the chance to learn together and with each other and to grow together. So use this time, Leos, to relearn about your relationship and refocus your energy to have fresh start within yourself as a result of balancing your relationship out, Leos. So embrace your enthusiasm, energy, your creativity to move forward from this point onwards, Leo. And believe in yourself, because this Leo new moon is definitely a very personal time for you, because it's occurring in your first house. So it's a new cycle for you for the next whole year. So do introduce things that you want to introduce. If you want to reinvent yourself, you want to get involved in new projects, new relationship, you want to move houses, have a career change, whatever that may be, it's a great time to really move forward in that direction, Leo. Now, during this new moon, Leos, Uranus is in the sign of Taurus in your 10th house of public image, career, and just your goals and ambition. So it's squaring the new moon in your first house. So this is a good opportunity to channel your energy in a way to see how are you being projected, and what is your career aspiration, and what is your aims and ambition in the future, and how does it sit with yourself, your sense of self, and the relationship that you have in life. So you need to bring a balance in all these things to be able to move forward, because Uranus in Taurus in your 10th house is really rebooting and really uprooting and bringing new energy in your career mat, in your vocation. So any kind of old patterns, old things that you were doing, especially in terms of career, is getting changed, and old things may not stand and may not be desirable anymore. So you are definitely moving to a new direction, and new moon in Leo is giving you the opportunity to reinvent yourself and project yourself whichever way you want to project yourself, Leos. So Leos, embrace this opportunity and put yourself out there to achieve your goals and ambition. And also try to see where is your own personal satisfaction and gratification comes from, and how you want to lead your career, and that you're not influenced by outside forces. It's your destiny, it's your career, it's your life, and it's your with new moon in Leo in your first house. It's about you, how you want to take it forward, and how do you see moving forward your career and yourself and your relationship. So lead from a sense of self and your own goals and ambition and your own personal need, and move from your most authentic self, Leos. Virgos, for you, the Leo new moon occurs in your 12th house. Now, 12th house is the house of solitude, isolation, old patterns, past patterns. It's the house of your subconscious, and also the house of where you retreat and relax and rejuvenate your energies. Now, new moon in the sign of Leo in your 12th house can bring up old patterns and a situation where you feel the need to rely more on solitude and be quiet and peaceful, and be more of the surrendering type to keep the peace and not to react or speak up much, and just take a back seat and observe the situation. So you may feel the need to have peaceful solution to things, and you may be depending more on quiet and peaceful time rather than really going forward and asserting yourself more forcefully during this new moon, Virgos. Now, surrendering too much to your circumstances can make you feel a bit lost, and you may not feel energy may be low, and consciously you may feel that as if your sense of self is not there, or it's disappearing. So it's very important to keep an eye on what you are doing and what you're trying to achieve, even though you're relying more on your generous and charitable behavior during this time. So while you are more focused on solitude and rejuvenating yourself, recharging your batteries during this new moon, it's also important to address anything that you did not pay attention to earlier, or that was kept on the back burner, and it requires your attention during this time. So make sure you have resolved any kind of old patterns or old behavior, whether it's within you or with other people. It's very important to resolve, so that you're able to heal yourself, because Jupiter and Saturn is in the opposite house, in the 6th house during this new moon. So themes related to your work and health keeps coming up, and during this new moon there is a need to balance your urge to work and to find solitude, to have some quiet hours away from your working patterns and your daily duties and the routine and the habits that you have on daily basis. You want to get away from that and focus more on having a quiet time. So during this new moon, it's important to find a balance between both, and also use this time to retreat and rejuvenate, maybe do some meditation to heal yourself and to balance your energy and find your center again, Virgos. So it's very important to take a step back if that's what you need to do, and really heal yourself and nurture yourself during this time. Now, Mercury is your ruling planet, Virgos, and it is in the sign of Leo during this new moon in the 12th house. So you may get so new ideas may come to your mind even in your dream state, in your imagination. It may be on subconscious level during this time, but it will in due course, when it's your Virgo season, when sun goes in the sign of Virgo, all this will come out. But you are definitely looking at how to change old patterns, and you have some ideas how to make these changes and how to transition into something that you are more desirous of, or something you are more enthusiastic about. So you can use this time to emotionally and mentally prepare yourself for the change and the transition in the month of September, when the sun goes in the sign of Virgo. Now this new moon is getting a square aspect from Uranus in the sign of Taurus in your 9th house, which is about belief system, basically expanding your horizon to explore and search for philosophies, meaning of life, and it's also to do with higher learning. So this Uranus has been in your 9th house for a few years now, and it will be there until 2026. So you're already going through a change in perspective in your life, Virgos. Your life, your whole outlook, your whole mindset is changing. It's really rebooting, it's transforming. So during this time, this new moon squaring Uranus in Taurus in the house of your belief system, with the house of your subconscious, you are definitely very much interested in bringing about change, but you may feel some sort of disruption and challenge to bring about that change and a new perspective to your life. So it's important to lead from a more progressive and creative mindset rather than rigid and inflexible mindset. So be open and think outside the box to find these creative solutions to move forward and to transition into something that you want in your life, and something that is good for you, Virgo. Libra, for you the Leo new moon occurs in your 11th house. Now 11th house is the house of your social circle. It's the house of the community, the social community you're part of, the friendships, the peers, the team. It's a house of your hopes and wishes and your future project, any future endeavors that you are part of or you wish to be part of. So a Leo new moon in your 11th house is bringing you this energy, enthusiasm, and really desire and urge to interact with or collaborate with people in your circle, or even online community, to gain from it, to benefit from it, to be able to fulfill your hopes and wishes that you might have. And this gives you an opportunity to indulge in these things in order to achieve your goals and ambition and future aspirations that you have. So it's a good time to really collaborate and find a group that you associate with, like a group or social or organization, association that you feel appreciated, and then where you can contribute and which can bring the best out of you. So it's a great time to really expand your network, your social network, and reach out to more people and collaborate to achieve the result that you want, the high quality result that you want to achieve. In order to achieve that, it's a good idea to really combine forces and work together. Now during this new moon, the sun and moon is there already in your 11th house, Libras, but there's also Mercury along with this new moon in the sign of Leo during this new moon. So you are definitely giving you the mindset and the opportunity to consider the other people, the group as well, the masses, your audience, your peers, social circle, whatever it might be. It's really giving you an opportunity, and it's giving you not just the opportunity, but also your mindset is such that you are interested to collaborate and include people in your social circle, online circle, community, to gain from it. And you are very much interested in being a little bit more progressive and creative, and pursue these opportunities more actively. Now during this new moon, Jupiter and Saturn is in the sign of Aquarius in your opposite house to the 11th house, which is your 5th house. Now 5th house is the house of your creativity, your passion, your personal authentic self, your self-expression, and also the house of your children and your childlike energy. So it's a good idea to find a balance with whatever you're collaborating with, and not to lose yourself in the crowd. So keep your basic identity, Libras, and lead from what you want for yourself. What do you desire for yourself? And even if you're in an association organization, it's important to not lose your sense of self, Libras. Now, Uranus is in the sign of Taurus in your 8th house during this new moon, and is squaring the new moon. So 8th house is the house of, close ties and getting intimate ties. So this squaring Uranus to your new moon in the 11th house can bring up challenges or disruptive energy in terms of you trying to collaborate, but it's not, you're faced with challenges. So it's important to note that even forming close ties with people you want to collaborate with, to be a little bit more flexible and give it a thought before you make any changes and take up these opportunities. Also be creative and progressive in your thinking, and find a balance between what you are trying to achieve for yourself with the group mentality, the collective mentality, what you're there to offer to the collective. And also when forming these close ties, you're very mindful of not losing your interest in the collective, Libras. Scorpios, for you, the Leo new moon occurs in your 10th house. Now, 10th house is the house of career, your ambition, your vocation, your reputation, your public image, and the goals and ambition that you have in life and what you're working towards. Now, new moon in your 10th house is an opportunity to present yourself in a renewed, restored way, so that the authority figure is able to see what you're made of. And not just authority figure, anybody around you, your peers as well, are able to see what you're made of, your skills, capabilities, what you can offer. It's time to make an impression, basically, Scorpios, and you're definitely very ready for it. You have worked hard and you are ready to take your career to the next level. Now, Jupiter and Saturn is in your 4th house during this time, and 4th house is the house of your home and your family environment, family members. So there's a need to balance your energy with your work and home life. Now, all of 2021, you have definitely felt the need to establish roots and foundation, your emotional and even physical foundation in terms of real estate and buying a house or something on that lines. And you're definitely interested in doing that. But the focus around this new moon is a lot on your accomplishments, your achievements, how you're projecting in your career, and you're very much career minded during this time. So don't lose sight of your home environment because of your career ambitions. Now, Uranus is in the sign of Taurus, which is opposite sign to you, Scorpio. So it's in your 7th house. Now, from 7th house, Uranus is squaring the new moon in your 10th house. So your ambition, goals, whatever that might be, and your urge and desire, the enthusiasm towards your career may not sit well with a partner or somebody close, somebody who is very important in your life, some kind of partnership, or it could be spouse, or it could be anybody you are closely associated with, because they're feeling ignored or they have expectations and they feel it's not being met. So it's a good time to balance these energies, and also try to mingle with your social circle, your friends, your partner, take them out and spend time with them, while you're also focusing on your goals and ambition and your career and all that. So there is a good chance for new beginnings in terms of career around this time. But do make sure your relationship or your home environment is not getting negatively affected because of your complete focus on career. And Scorpio are a fixed sign, and with new moon in Leo, which is another fixed sign, you're definitely very much single-minded to achieve whatever you want to achieve, and your focus is definitely very strong and fixed. So do be mindful not to ignore other aspects of your life during this new moon, and find a balance. So the best way to use this Uranus energy is to find creative solution and be progressive a little bit in terms of handling your partnership and your home environment. So refocus your energy and look at things from their perspective as well, and consider their opinion and communicate better and find creative solution. Communication is very important because Mercury is in your 10th house, so you're definitely very communicative in your career, and you're definitely asserting yourself, and you're putting yourself out there, and you're talking about your accomplishments, skills, capabilities, and you're really presenting yourself really well in front of the authority figure. But also it's a good idea to use these communication skill effectively to balance your other aspects of life, Scorpios. Sagittarius, for you, the Leo new moon occurs in your 9th house. Now, Leo is a fire sign just like you, Sagittarius. So it's a very good time because it's a very complementary energy of this new moon on your sign, Sagittarius. Now, 9th house is the house of higher learning. It's a house of belief system. It's a house of interacting with people from different cultures and opening up your mind and perspective through those interactions. It's also the sign of your future plans. So new moon occurring in your 9th house, Sagittarius, is giving you the opportunity and the urge to interact with people from different culture, to understand different perspective and different outlook, and to embrace these different ideas and thought processes. And it also opens up your mind to experiences. Now, it's a great time to travel if you can travel and experience these things firsthand, interact with different cultures, and really enjoy and learn from different cultures and different people. Now, if you can't travel during this time due to travel restrictions, Sagittarius, you can always open your horizon through online learning and interacting with cultures online. In today's day and age of technology, interacting with different cultures and people abroad through online media is not difficult. So you can use that energy to do that. Now, 9th house is also about higher education and higher learning and just your higher philosophies. So some kind of subject or interest might pop up that you want to learn. So some kind of specialist subjects might appeal to you during this time a lot more. So it's a good idea to learn these things and open up your mind through the learning that you're doing and the self-awareness and the knowledge that you're gaining through these experiences. Now, during this new moon, Jupiter and Saturn is in the sign of Aquarius, which is in the 3rd house of sharing ideas, of communication. So you are definitely very much interested in communication and learning new things all year round, all of 2021. But during this new moon, there's a lot more focus on learning and expanding your mind and horizon through even online learning or higher learning, whatever it might be, whatever is of your interest. You're definitely interested in learning more things and sharing ideas. Whatever you're learning, you're very much interested in sharing those ideas as well, communicating it to your audience or to people around you. You're definitely very communicative as well, Sagittarius. Now, Mercury is also in the sign of Leo in your 9th house during this new moon. So your mindset, your communication is definitely all enthusiastic and very fired up. You're definitely very much about exploring and really getting out there and interacting with people. So through this process of opening up your mind and interacting with other people, it's also a good idea to listen to other people and to embrace other people's perspective, because Sagittarius, you're a sign of searching and you are definitely open to learning new things, and you are not a rigid sign. You are not fixed on your belief system. If you learn new things through exploration or higher learning, you definitely very much are capable of inculcating those qualities and philosophies within yourself, and you're a seeker, so you are definitely always looking out for new experiences, Sagittarius. And during this new moon, it's a great time to have those fresh beginnings and to approach things with a new mindset or renewed mindset. So do venture out and explore new territories and open up your mind, and this will give you the opportunity to fulfill your future plans and dreams. Whatever you want to do, your future projects, this will give you a better perspective on how to approach things in future. Now, it's a busy time for you, Sagittarius. Uranus is in the sign of Taurus in your 6th house, which is the house of your health and your work and your just daily habit. So this is squaring the new moon in 9th house. So it's a good time to really refocus your energy on your diet, on your health especially, and on your self-care, how you're healing yourself and nurturing yourself. So while you are really exploring and expanding your mind and communicating, and you're very active during this time, Sagittarius, do take care of your health as well, and have a routine that is a little bit flexible, that gives you room to explore. And you will experience some kind of changes in terms of your daily routine as well. And you are experiencing already, since Uranus has been in Taurus for a few years now and will be in that house until 2026. So you are definitely going through a reboot in terms of your daily habits and daily routine. Whatever you do on a daily basis, your job, your health, everything is going through a reboot. So during this time you will experience a bit more of these changes, and also due to your change in perspective, yeah, and mindset. So you're open to new ideas and you're exploring, and that is changing what you do on a daily basis, Sagittarius. Capricorn, for you, the Leo new moon occurs in your 8th house. Now, 8th house is the house of your joint resources, or also of your social finances. It also deals with your trust and commitment and any intimate connection or partnership or unions you have with other people. It's also the house of mutual benefit that you get from joint resources. Now, you're definitely thinking a lot about these themes and these matters, and you're also looking at your obligations and any kind of considerations that you have regarding these matters, especially resources that is jointly held with your spouse, or things that you may be getting from the government or the banks, like loans or insurance or any kind of those things. So new moon here is asking you to really take notice of these things and bring about a change or fresh start in things that is stuck. If you have any concern or any challenges regarding these matters, it's a good idea to communicate these out and put it out there, because Mercury is in the 8th house as well during this new moon. So do communicate your concerns and any fears you have regarding joint finances. If you think you're not getting any kind of mutual benefit, or you're getting involved in any kind of investments or financial dealing that you are not comfortable with, it's a good time to really communicate those your fears or whatever concerns that you have, so that you can find a creative solution to move forward. Now, Capricorn, Saturn and Jupiter is in your 2nd house during this new moon, and 2nd house is the house of your personal income and personal value, and these two planets have been in that house more or less whole of 2021. So you're definitely moving to a place of self-sufficiency, self-reliancy in terms of your finances. Now, you may have had a difficult time in the last few years where your finances were concerned, but now you're thinking a bit differently with a different perspective, different mindset. You're definitely very much interested in managing your finances and budgeting, whatever resources you have, the income you have, better. And with Uranus in the sign of Taurus in your 5th house, in a challenging aspect to this new moon, and challenging your money houses, you may feel that your finances is getting interrupted or affected due to some kind of engagement, fun engagement or enjoyable engagement, or it's going in fun activities. Your money is getting used up. You may feel that your finances is not under control as much as you would want due to these fun activities and spending money on these outings and enjoying life and things that bring you happiness. So it's a good idea to balance and lead from a place of progressive thinking and creative solution. And you are definitely interested in building security, solid security for yourself, Capricorn, in terms of your finances. So, and you are definitely putting effort in these matters entire 2021 and going forward as well. You're very much interested in that, and you are gradually getting to that place where you are a little bit feel more safer financially. So this Uranus can disrupt this energy, so just be mindful of where your money is going, how you're spending it, and you are a bit more mindful in terms of your expenditure and also joint resources that you have with your spouse. You're able to communicate your fears, and things are manageable, and you're able to manage your finances and joint finances more effectively, Capricorn. Aquarius, for you, the Leo new moon occurs in your seventh house, which is the opposite sign to you, Aquarius. Now, seventh house is about your one-to-one interaction. It's the house of relationship, partnership, and the partnership is not just your personal and spousal partnership. It's also your business partnership or work partnership, or any one-to-one interaction that you have is included in the seventh house matter. Now, Mercury is also placed in the sign of Leo during this new moon, and it's bringing up the energy of understanding a different perspective and accommodating the opinion of other people as well, because Saturn and Jupiter is in the sign of Aquarius in your first house, and you are definitely all about your personal identity and personal path and what you want to achieve and express yourself and project yourself. But during this new moon, there is a need to understand and include your partner's perspective as well, and to really bring new energy, refreshed energy in your marriage, in your partnership, in your relationship, in your one-to-one interaction with your close ties. So do channel your energy in your relationship as well, Aquarius, and it's a great time to really bring about positive change, refocused change in your partnership. Now, Saturn and Jupiter in your first house is also bringing self-awareness to you, Aquarius, and is also making you understand your own limits and what you can achieve and what you're made of and what can you offer to the world. So you are definitely getting a little bit more knowledgeable about your own life path and about your own desires, and how you can use this energy to balance it out with your partner. Also, Uranus is in your fourth house of family matters in the sign of Taurus all of 2021 and since 2018-19, and will be there until 2026. So Uranus is already rebooting and really changing, even sudden changes, unexpected changes in your family matter, in your home environment, in your foundation, in your emotional setting, where you feel settled, where you feel emotionally stable. So all that is definitely getting rebooted. Now, during this new moon, you may feel a bit not there or confused about where do you feel, and you may be willing to uproot your family or even move to a different location, and these themes are there for the rest of until 2026, and you could even move multiple times. So this square aspect can make you a bit single-minded, because Aquarius, Taurus and Leos are all fixed signs, so they can be very fixed-minded, single-minded in how they see things. So during this time, Aquarius, it's important to listen to the perspective of your partner and see what they want, and not just your partner, your family members as well, and people you're closely associated with. So listen to them and what do they want, not just go about doing your own thing. So it's important to get different perspectives so that you have a little bit more smooth transition, and you're not faced with much challenges and disruptions, and you are a little bit more progressive and creative in terms of how you are managing your life and how you're balancing these energies, Aquarius. Pisces, for you, the Leo new moon occurs in your sixth house. Now, sixth house is the house of work and health, your daily habits, daily routine, and just what you do on a daily basis, your lifestyle. So new moon here is definitely new moon in your sixth house is definitely making you a little bit more aware and conscious of what you do on daily basis, and you're definitely very much interested in new start and new beginnings in your health matter or even your work matter. Now, if you're looking for fresh start in terms of your job or work patterns or work environment, this new moon is giving you that opportunity to make that fresh start. Now, Mercury is also there in the sign of Leo in your sixth house. So you're definitely, your mindset and perspective, and you're more communicative about what you want and how you want to proceed in terms of your work and your daily routine, and you're very much eager to make those changes in your health habit and what you do on a daily basis, your routine. If there is something that is not serving, it's not favoring you anymore, Pisces, there is this opportunity to move forward with a renewed energy and take the path that you want to take, Pisces, because you have a vision of yourself, how you want to see yourself in the future in terms of your health and your routine and your daily habits and your lifestyle, how you want to proceed and how you want to see yourself in the future. So this is a good time to really simplify. If there's things that is overcomplicated in your daily life, it's a good time to really simplify things and see things differently, to bring in new perspective and new beginnings in your health matter. Now you can also start a new health regime or diet regime to bring that change in your health, which help you to achieve the goals, the health goals that you have, and the work goals that you have, the daily habit and routine goals that you have. Now during the new moon, Jupiter and Saturn is in the sign of Aquarius in your 12th house. Now 12th house is the house of solitude and isolation, and it's a house of subconscious and retreat. So you're also definitely very much interested in taking time off for yourself. Besides the busy life, the productive house, 6th house, and the busy, 6th house is a very busy house. It's a productivity house. It's where you get things done, where you're useful. And 12th house is more about taking time out for yourself, nurturing and healing yourself, and rejuvenating and recharging your batteries. So there's a need to find a balance between both these energies. And because there's so much planetary influence happening in the sign of Leo and Aquarius during this time, there's a need to find a balance between your vision of future in terms of how you want to see yourself, your work and health habits, and also finding time to yourself to recoup and rejuvenate and really take time to yourself to find solitude, to heal and nurture yourself, Pisces. Now Uranus is in the sign of Taurus in your 3rd house during this new moon. So you're already feeling some kind of changes occurring within your close ties, within your close network, your community, your neighborhood. Maybe you have moved recently, or in the last couple of years you have moved neighborhoods. And or you could also be moving neighborhood if you haven't done that yet, or maybe you're thinking about moving. So you are definitely getting a new set of close ties, and you are in a different environment. So with Uranus in the 3rd house, which is a communicative house, it's making you get involved and start conversations and communicate what you need to communicate in order to get things done in your life and to move forward. So if you got anything you need to achieve in terms of your daily routine and how you see yourself moving, proceeding in life, and also in terms of your self-development and your personal growth, there is a need to communicate and have conversation in your close ties with your close ties, family members. Now due to the square aspect, these conversation may not lead to desired effect or desired outcome, because it can be disruptive. Uranus is a disruptive energy. So within your close ties, you may feel that the conversation that you're having is not leading to desired result, but the important thing is to lead from more progressive and creative mindset, find creative solution to move forward rather than being rigid and inflexible in terms of your mindset. So if you change your perspective and your opinion about how your life is, how you want your life and your daily habits and just your sense of self-development and your personal growth, then you will be in a better place to find a balance with all these energies, Pisces. Thank you for watching my Leo New Moon video. I hope you enjoyed it, and you can use the content, the information given to live more consciously and align your vision with the actions that you take. So have a good day, and thank you very much for coming, and please do like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.